start off, people are really excited to see you make your debut in UFC BJJ. How are you feeling right now?
I'm just really excited. I don't get to compete that often now, I guess, especially because I had a gym open and stuff. So anytime I get to compete now, I just feel really grateful to be here.
And you're competing for the inaugural Bantamweight title, which is so exciting, especially on the heels of International Women's Day. How much does that mean to you to get this opportunity?
Yeah, it's so cool. I think I've said it before, but it is that way of being in the UFC without having to punch people or be punched, more importantly. So yeah, it's really cool. And yeah, even just like even the kit and stuff now, it's pretty exciting.
Your opponent, super talented, has had a few UFC BJJ matches. When you picture a perfect performance for yourself, or at least ideal, what does that look like?
I think it's getting to showcase the things I've been working on and my jiu-jitsu to a whole. Like I feel like sometimes in certain matches I've not been able to really express myself, maybe because the person wants to kind of hold back or edge it. I feel like in those kind of matches I can get frustrated. So I feel like Cassie is going to bring out the best in me because I've never seen her kind of play like that, and she's very versatile. So for me, it would be to have a great performance and entertain, but also obviously to get the submission as well.
Going back a little to what you said before about Arma, where you train and you also coach, I watched a few of the YouTube videos that they have up, and it looks like such an incredible environment to be around. How much of a game changer is that to have a gym that's so supportive behind you?
Yeah, it's so cool. I mean, I've had lots of great gyms, right? Like I've actually changed gyms quite a lot over the
Hmm.
years, traveled and moved countries as well. But I really feel like right now we're in like a golden era in the gym, and all the other coaches really inspire me. All the members inspire me, and they're just so supportive. And it's really nice to be in that kind of environment. In the past, I kind of, there's always great people, and then there's always a few people who maybe kind of change the atmosphere, especially in such a male-dominated sport. But I really feel like everyone, especially, we're still quite new. But yeah, I feel like everyone's so encouraging. It's really nice to be in that environment.
You made your return to gi, you got the Polaris Bantamweight title. With all of those successes, do you feel even more confident going in?
I mean, I do feel as good as I've ever been,
Mhm.
and I've not been as competing as much as I would have liked. Like I was so, but I feel like that actually, when you keep competing constantly, you never get to really work on your weaknesses or like change your game or try new things because you feel like you have to stay sharp for the next event. Whereas now I've had bigger gaps in between events, I do feel kind of sharper. And like genuinely excited to get out there as well. I think sometimes when you're doing so much in a row, it can feel quite overwhelming. So even though like I have, I had good success with Polaris and going back to the gi and stuff, there were really big gaps in between my matches last year, which I'm not used to, or like they were big to me anyway. And I think from the difference between MMA and jiu-jitsu is that jiu-jitsu people tend to compete quite a lot, and there's no off season, which can really like hinder progress in terms of like your technique.
On the same note of things being positive, when I was looking at your Instagram, I saw that you used the song Everything is Romantic by Charlie XCX a few times. So I am curious where you're at now. Do you feel like you are kind of falling in love again and again with the sport?
Yeah, that's a cool note.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love jiu-jitsu, and I feel like I'm more in love with it again. And I think from last time I was fighting on the UFC as well, it was quite a lot of backlash afterwards. And yeah, I never fell out of love with jiu-jitsu, but the sort of that side of things really, like the social media side of things, really made me consider like, do I really want to be in this? And I think it's like like deciding that no, I'm going to go forward. I'm not going to let those kind of people stop me from enjoying the sport. It makes me just kind of like be able to brush those things off so much easier now because I don't know. I feel like because I had such backlash, now like, can I get any worse? So it's kind of like, no, I'm going to do it despite what anyone has
Yeah.
to say. Yeah.
No, I know what you mean by it probably can't get any worse. You just keep going through and it's gonna
Yeah,
get
no,
better.
what's the
And
difference?
especially like with it was just International Women's Day. There's so many eyes on women's sports right now, and I even know friends of mine that are starting to get into jiu-jitsu. I'm curious, what's the biggest advice that you give to any girls that are thinking about starting to train jiu-jitsu?
It's just, I don't know. I feel like it's something that like breeds so much camaraderie. Like for me, the biggest thing has been meeting all my best friends in jiu-jitsu. My best girlfriends are all from jiu-jitsu. And as like in adulthood, starting a new sport is like pretty intimidating. And I feel like to me, it was like building that community was so important. I know people are like, it's a cult. The cult allegations are out there, but you can find like a lovely community as long as they're not calling you family. That's when it gets weird. But yes, but yeah, no, I really feel like I found such a good community in the jiu-jitsu community. there is obviously there's parts of it like in any sport that are maybe not so great, but generally when you meet people in real life, they're pretty great, and to have that sort of shared interest is pretty special because it is such a strange niche sport.
I wanted to finish with a few fun questions, more rapid fire and more personal questions. You're a huge Taylor Swift fan, and I am curious, what Taylor Swift song do you think encapsulates your feelings about this event the best?
That's such a good question. It's my favorite kind of questions. Oh my gosh, feelings going into the match. Maybe I did something bad. Reputation.
I was on your Instagram the other day and I saw that you reposted Sarah J. Maas's ACOTAR announcements. I just need to ask because I literally thought there'd never be a point in my career where I could ask somebody about ACOTAR in an interview. How excited are you for that?
Oh, I'm rereading right now. Same. I'm already through the first one. Are you? I read it on the plane. I finished it on the plane. So yeah, I'm so excited. I'm going to reread ACOTAR and then I'm going to go to TOG and then I'm going to do Crescent City again and then I'll be ready.
I'm doing that's I feel like it's really good inspo going into fight week as well. All the women she writes are such badass women that I feel like it's the best inspo.
Definitely. I should have read TOG in the lead up to that.
Oh my god, she's always with you. I feel like she's still there.
Yeah, she's like my persona when I'm fighting. So,
oh my gosh, that makes me so happy. What is your comfort movie or TV show?
Ooh, Grey's Anatomy is probably my comfort, but only to season 5, and then I stop and pretend that it was finished.
I go to season 8 and then I pretend it was finished.
Yes, and then I'm like, why did they carry on? Why did they kill these people?
I was literally wearing a Mark Sloan t-shirt before I came on here and itchy. I know. I did literally, that was a great answer. I don't know what I expected, but that was exciting. What's one place that you've obviously traveled a lot, but what's one place that you're dying to visit?
Ooh, Japan, probably. I've never been to Japan. I used to have a Japanese themed bedroom, which is a 7. Really weird, actually, in hindsight. But what is it probably? Probably, sorry.
I was gonna add a Paris one. I had like the Eiffel Tower all over my room. So it's not just you.
Okay, special interest. Different location.
Yeah, definitely not just you. That's a good one. I've heard Japan is incredible. And my last one, because I know at Arma, you guys have a coffee shop there. What is the go-to coffee order?
I get an oat milk latte with pumpkin spice syrup.
Like all year? Like all year?
Yeah, every damn day. Maybe
they have it all year?
Yeah, well, as long as they got the syrup. I think they got cinnamon roll now, though.
Oh, see, that's exciting that they even have it all year.
Yeah.
Because I'm always trying to find a place that I can find it. That's a good selling point. Thank you so much. This was really fun.
This was really fun. That was so great. Thank you so much.
I'm so glad. Okay, good luck this week. Thank you.
Thank you.